would do what was necessary.
We're watching the
If we
State of the
allowed
Union,
meltdown of the financial system,
and we're playing the State of the Union drinking game.
Employment.
more businesses would certainly have closed. More homes would have surely
Oh.
been lost.
He said Holmes.
So I supported the last administration's efforts to create the financial rescue program. And when we took that program over, we made it more transparent and more accountable. And as a result, the markets are now stabilized, and we've recovered most of the money we spent on the banks.
It's kind of slow now.
Most, but not all. To recover the rest, I proposed a fee on the biggest banks. Now,
Joe Biden was the first to clap. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, some people are really unhappy about that.
I know Wall Street isn't keen on this idea. But if these firms can afford to hand out big bonuses again, they can afford a modest fee to pay back the taxpayers who rescued them in their time of need.
Time of need.
Alright.
I don't actually know if that was a rule, but it should be.
Yeah, that sounds good. It's a full standing. You can't drink on a full standing ovation. Only on a half standing ovation.
One guy just sat down. No,
Well-
there are a bunch of people sitting down. Oh,
Well, they were standing up.
As we stabilize the financial
You can't drink on a full standing. Only half.
to get our economy growing again. Save as many jobs as possible. And help Americans who become unemployed. That's why
I think
we extended
unemployed
or
is
increased
one of
unemployment
was
benefits
one of
for
them.
more than
Yeah.
18 million Americans. Made health insurance 65% cheaper for families who get their coverage through COVID. And passed 25 different tax cuts. Now let me repeat. We cut taxes. We cut taxes for 95% of working families. We cut taxes for small businesses. We cut taxes for first-time home buyers. We cut taxes for parents.
Oh, I think it's a half. I think that's a half. That's a half right there.
Yeah.
Americans paying for college.
Did you see how it was like split off? It was like the people in the back here, the people in the front over here.
There's booing. I totally heard a boo.
Fucking faggots!
Thought I'd get some applause.
Don't boo the president!
Oh, he made a joke.
Oh. Joe Biden has a smile.
Oh, look, a Republican's laughing.
How can you tell? Oh, that's a half standing.
All right.
As a result, millions of Americans had more to spend on gas, and food, and other necessities, all of which help businesses keep more workers. And we haven't raised
Workers?
income taxes by a single
I don't
dime
know.
on a
I
single
need to take
person.
a second.
Not a single dime.
Good kind of drunk, baby.
Because of the steps we took, there are about 2 million Americans working right now who would otherwise be unemployed.
Unemployed.
Those guys up in front aren't clapping. There's a bunch of
Clean energy.
airline pilots or something up in front. They're not clapping.
Tens of
Those
thousands
military
of
guys?
firefighters, correctional officers, first responders.
Oh, that guy is.
He's got cancer.
And we're on track to add
tired.
another 1.5 million jobs to this total by the end of the year. The plan that has made all of this possible, from the tax
Joe
cuts
Biden's
to
crying.
the jobs, is the Recovery Act. That's right. The
Oh,
Recovery
McCain
Act,
is not clapping.
also known as the stimulus bill.
Alright. God damn it.
Half ovation.
These people just need to sit the fuck down. Those guys are like. This guy.
Economists on the left and the right say this bill has helped save jobs and avert disaster. But you don't have to take their word for it. Talk to the small business in Phoenix that will triple its workforce because of the recovery. Talk to the window manufacturer in Philadelphia, who said he used to be skeptical about the Recovery Act until he had to add 2 more work shifts just because of the business it created. Talk to the single teacher raising 2 kids who was told by a principal in the last week of school that because of the Recovery Act, she wouldn't be laid off after all. There are stories like this all across America. And after 2 years of recession,
Do you think Joe Biden has like a coach? He has a little thing in his ear.
started to gain back some of their
Someone's
value.
just back there. Nod.
Businesses are beginning to invest
Yeah.
again,
Yeah, I
and
think that's
slowly
entirely
some
possible.
are starting to hire again.
Blink. Blink. Blink real fast.
For every success story,
Stop blinking.
there are other stories of men and women who wake up,
Look up in the air.
not knowing where the next paycheck will come from.
Nod your
Send
head.
out resumes week after week.
Blink. Blink a lot.
Nothing in response.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Keep
is why
blinking.
Jobs must be
Here
our
to
number one
drink.
focus in 2010, and that's why I'm calling for a new jobs bill tonight.
A new jobs bill.
Another bill? Are
A
the
new.
Republicans standing? Is that the Republicans?
I
Or
don't.
do-
I
oh,
don't.
they're all standing. They like jobs.
Jobs.
Jobs, jobs, jobs.
A new bill. Should we drink for the announcement of a new bill?
I think we ought to.
Cheers. I don't think that was one of the rules, but
The true engine of job
How
creation
could we
in
have
this
known?
country
you can amend.
will always be America's businesses.
You can make amendments to the Constitution of the most American drinking game. It was like a 3/4 stand. You
A
can't do.
government can create the conditions necessary for businesses to expand and hire more workers. We should start where most new jobs do, in small businesses. Companies that begin when
I don't know about you, but I haven't drank this fast since I was like 19 years old.
Decides it's time she became her own boss.
Uh,
Through sheer grit
Yeah.
and determination,
I drink less
these
weekly
companies have
cheats.
weathered the recession and they're ready to grow. But when you talk to small business owners in places like Allentown,
Is small
Pennsylvania,
business on there?
Elyria,
I don't
Ohio,
think so.
you find out that even though banks on Wall Street are lending again, they're mostly lending to bigger companies. Financing remains difficult for small business owners across the country, even those that are making a profit. So tonight, I'm proposing that we take $30 billion.
I think Saddam Hussein was in the audience. Did you see that guy,
and use
like
it to
right
help community banks give
on the
small
left
businesses
side there?
the credit they need to
There
stay
was
afloat.
Saddam Hussein was just chilling.
He looked a little bit. A little bit less.
Those guys are like, suck my dick.
He's shaking his head no.
I think it's hands.
That guy is shaking his head no. I fucking hate Republicans.
I'm also proposing a
Sorry.
new small business tax credit. One that will go to over 1 million small businesses who hire new workers or raise wages.
What? That's pretty good.
Who's that guy? He looks familiar.
I think that's Nigel Thornberry.
Let's also eliminate all capital gains.
The Wild Thornberries!
The Wild Thornberries.
A tax incentive for all large businesses and all small businesses to invest in new plants and equipment.
That's a full ovation.
Next, we can put Americans to work today building the infrastructure of tomorrow.
We're not gonna get anywhere.
From the first
People
railroads
keep
to
standing.
the interstate highways.
I think that was a half one, though. It looked like it.
Has always been built to compete. There's no reason Europe or China should have the fastest trains or the new factories that manufacture clean energy products,
I want China's twains.
where workers will soon
What do
break
you
ground
want for
on a new
Christmas, Barry?
high-speed railroad
I
funded by
want
the
China's
Recovery Act.
twains.
There are projects like that all across this country that will create jobs and help move our nation's
Women.
goods, services,
We should,
and information.
yeah. This looks like a half. That guy was like.
That's a half.
Oh,
We
I'm
should
gonna
put
take
more
a
Americans
piss.
to work building clean energy facilities.